Hello. This is Corey Lancaster with the Lancaster team of XRI Realty, bringing you another edition of About Your Business. And today, you're talking to Mini Me. Hello. Doing things a little bit different today, and kind of sharing my screen so I can point out a couple things to you. I've gotten a couple requests in the past about the escrows from previous About Your Business episodes that I've done. And this form right here, the escrow agreement between buyer, seller, and escrow agent, was something that people asked about. So this is a form. Anytime this form came out, I think of October of last year. Yes, October last year is when this form came out. And what the form is used for is a lot of brokers now are not wanting to hold the escrows. Okay. So what they're directing their agents to do is to have a title company hold it instead of the brokerage. And I am an owner of a brokerage, XRI Realty, and I understand that there's certain requirements for holding that escrow, and especially if things don't work out, how the escrow needs to be handled. And so it's a little bit more administrative work on the brokers. That's why a lot of brokers are kind of pushing that to the title company to hold. The problem is when the title company holds the escrow, they're under different guidelines than a real estate brokerage company. So the real estate commission oversees how escrows should be handled by that broker, being put into a separate escrow account, and all the rules and regulations as to how that needs to be treated and dispersed when the time comes. So title companies are not under the real estate commission. They have their own authority that they answer to, which has a lot more lax rules as it relates to the escrows. MAR came out with this form. Essentially, what this form tells us is it says that it was created so that if a title company or someone else was holding, or a title company specifically this form, if a title company was holding the escrow, they want the title companies to agree to abide by the same essentially terms of handling that a real estate brokerage company would do. So they need to treat the money the same way. And so who would sign this form? This form would get signed by the buyer, the seller, and the title company. The form is a little confusing only because if you see here at the top, it says this escrow agreement is not part of the contract. So it's not part of really of your sales contract. Preferably, normally you want to get it signed at the time that things, that you're getting the contract ratified. But even if it's not done at that time, and it's still not signed at that time, and you send it to get it signed afterwards, just understand that, per this is not part of the agreement. So that brings me to my second point here, okay? So what the real estate commission, or the forms committee, I guess, recently changed the residential contract of sale agreement. Okay, you'll notice that this form was updated just this year. Okay, January 2020. So this form just changed, and specifically, what's changed in this form is in paragraph 7C, where it talks about who's going to hold the deposit. You'll now notice this little blurb underneath. It says, if not a Maryland licensed real estate broker, the party shall execute a separate written escrow deposit agreement that complies with section 10802 of the Maryland Property Article Anointed Code of Maryland, which is essentially the same code that the real estate brokerages are under. So now it's no longer, that escrow form is no longer kind of an optional form. It is actually a requirement now because it's already built into contract. So that form would need to be filled out if anyone other than a real estate brokerage company is not handling the deposit. Hopefully this has been helpful. A little longer than I wanted it to go, but I know there's been a lot of confusion on it, so I did want to address it. Again, definitely keep sending comments to me, different subject matters you'd like to learn about, and just shoot me a text message, email, or you can Facebook message me, whatever is the easiest way. All right, listen, hope to do business with you in 2020, and have a good one.